Hello everyone, I hope you're well. Today's video is going to be a book haul. I got many books from many different places and I just wanted to share them with you. So I'm going to get straight into it. First up, I'm going to start with the books that I got from Irish charity shops. So I went to Belfast in April for a wedding. I feel like I've said that so many times in so many videos. Sorry. But I popped into the charity shops because someone commented that I should go to Botanic Avenue, and I did, and it was like charity shop heaven. So first up I got this book. This is Irish Fairy Tales. It's by the publisher Piper and it's put together by Sinead de Valera, and so I thought that'd be really interesting just to see some Irish fairy tales. I don't think I've read any Irish fairy tales at all. I then got this one which is by Julia O'Fallon and it's No Country for Young Men. Doesn't that look like Omen? Don't you think that's right to say Omen? It's men, but it's really weird writing. And this is about the Irish Civil War in the 1920s has left its mark on 4 generations. And it goes into those 4 generations and what the war has done to them. I thought it sounded very interesting. So those are my books that I got from Irish charity shops. I wanted to get so many more books, but I could only get so much because I was flying. Next up I went into a shop called Dreadnought, which is a secondhand bookstore in Bristol, and I picked up Ian Forster's Where Angels Fear to Tread. This is about a woman who she meets this Italian man, she falls in love, she becomes pregnant and she dies in childbirth. He then takes the baby because it's his baby and he's going to raise the child, but her family objects to that and they try and get the child off of him. I don't know what he does to the child or anything like that, or if it's just their kind of prejudices, because I think her family are English and he's going to raise the baby and he's Italian, so I think it's something to do with that. Very interested. This is my third Forster, as I like to say, Forester, even though that's not his name. I've read A Passage to India, adored. A Room with a View, one of my favourite books. So I think I'm going to love this as well. The next 2 books Dom actually got. Dom really likes a singer called Tori Amos, and I do as well. And her music, she's like a composer, she's super talented. She plays loads of different instruments and her music is very layered. So she composes different types of music and puts it together and it's really fantastic, her music. And I saw this in Dreadnought Books, and it's a book that she has written called Piece by Piece, and it's Tori Amos and Anne Powers, and it's about Tori's life, and it kind of seems like it's going to be essays about her life and her experiences. So I said to Dom, do you want me to get it for you? And he said yes. Tori Amos also, she was raped at knife point when she was 21 and she went on to write about that in her music, and she also started the charity RAIN. She co-founded that, and RAIN is for victims of rape and sexual assault, and it's a really well-known charity in America. So I was very interested to get her book and read it, but I did get it for Dom, but I feel like I'm going to sneak it first and give it a little read. Dom also then got a manga. It is this one here. It's called Buddha, this manga. He's already read a newer version of this, but this is a more original version apparently, and so that's why he got it. I'll show you some of the art there. And so this is like apparently a very good manga book. I might give that a read as well. So that's what I got from Dreadnought. I then went into another bookshop and I said to the man, do you have any Agatha Christie? And he does secondhand books. It's in St. Nick's Market. I said, any Agatha Christie? And I go in there every time and I ask the same question, any Agatha Christie? And he was like, no, sorry, I still don't have any Agatha Christie. But I do have a book that Agatha Christie wrote under a different name. I'm sorry, what? Agatha Christie used to write under different names. I had no idea of this. She used to write under different names and write different genres. So Agatha Christie was her actual name and where she wrote her crime, but Mary Westmacott is also Agatha Christie, where she used to write, get ready, sit down, romance novels. I'm not even joking. Agatha Christie wrote a lot of romance novels under Mary Westmacott's name. And I was like, oh my god, like he was holding it to me, talking to me, and I was just like, I need to snatch that, I need to snatch. Yeah, I love it, love it. And he said as well, come back and like tell me what you think of this, because he's read her crime and he really likes that. But he was like, tell me what you think about her romance. This is called Giant's Bread. I don't know what it's about, Agatha Christie, snatched it. But I'm very excited to read something of a different genre of hers. Excited for that one. I then got sent some books from various publishers. I got sent We Are Feminist. The foreword is by Helen Pankhurst, and this is by Modern Publisher Books, and it's basically just facts about feminism. So So when feminists began, facts about famous feminists, and it's about facts about like women's rights is what the whole book really is. So I'm excited to read that. I then requested 2 books. I requested A Cure for Heartache, and this is by Mary Jane Grant, and this is actually about oh sorry, about Mary coughing like mad. If you watched my April wrap-up video, you'll know my coughing was like so irritating throughout that video. Anyway, sorry. So Mary actually was married to her husband, and for some reason their marriage broke down. I don't know what happened, and this is her story about that. So I'm guessing she kind of added a bit of fictional stuff, but it's very set to her life and how she found herself again after being in this really long marriage. So I thought that sounded interesting. So they sent that to me, and the publishers are Cornet. Thank you, Cornet. The next one I requested was this one by Marianne Kavanagh. Ooh, is it Kavanagh, you know, in America? Kavanagh, I don't know. I'm guessing not. This is Disturbance, and this is by the publishers Hodder and Stoughton. This is about a woman who's in an unhappy marriage, and then she befriends a younger woman in the neighbourhood, and then something's going to go terribly wrong with them all. And I just fancied a really good thriller, and I thought this sounded like that. I did actually think when I requested it was a bit more of a horror, because doesn't this look like a horror cover? But it's actually not, but I think it'll still be a good thriller. And then last but certainly not least, Graham surprised me. He was very naughty and he surprised me with some stunning books. So Graham is my friend off Instagram. We got chatting, he watched my channel, he's got a great Instagram, we started chatting on there. He has now started his own booktube channel, which I'll link down below, and he sent me some lovely books just because he's kind. So this is The Fairy Caravan by Beatrix Potter. I didn't even know about this book. It's like a full long book that Beatrix Potter wrote. Had no idea. I thought she just did like the tales of different stuff. I didn't know that she did books like this, so I'm excited to get into that. And then he also gave me Nemi, which I'd never heard of again, and this is like a cartoon comic strips it was, but now it's put in book form. It's about this like sassy woman. I'll show you. Oh my god, that's like a full length. I didn't know there were full length pages in it. Oh my god, look at that. Oh my god, I thought it was all just comic strip. It's a nice little surprise, so I'm excited to read that. And then last but not least, he gave me a book by McQueen. You know I love Mary Poppins by P.L. Travers. He gave me an illustrated edition of Mary Poppins by P.L. Travers. I'm going to reread this because I really want to read this. Oh my god, look at it. Oh my god, it's too beautiful. So this edition is illustrated by Lauren Child, and let me give you like the publishers because oh my god, oh my god, I literally didn't know. Oh my god, it's both sides. Wow, let's get into this. I honestly did not know it was like that. I prefer this in the cover, and for like dust jackets I normally put them in a little box because I don't really like dust jackets, so I'm gonna put it in a box so I can display it like that. Oh my god, oh my god, it's so nice. If you haven't read Mary Poppins, you definitely should. It's one of my all-time favourites. This is by HarperCollins. They bought this, oh my lord, and it's full illustrations, stunning. So I'm excited to actually reread this with all the illustrations in it. And that is it. Thank you very much, Graham, for my books. I'll link down the channel down below. Thank you to the publishers for the books as well. Tell me if you have read any of these books, or if any of these books interest you and you're like, I might go and read that now. Let me know. I will end the video here. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you again very soon for another video.